What if I told you a new electric vehicle is setting a standard for luxury that even Rolls-Royce might envy? The NIO ET9's interior has everyone talking, from design gurus to industry skeptics. Get ready to see the groundbreaking innovations inside that are stunning even the harshest critics and redefine what premium truly means. When the doors of the NIO ET9 first swung open at its official unveiling, something remarkable happened. There was a collective gasp from the automotive journalists and luxury car aficionados who had seen it all. This wasn't just another premium electric vehicle trying to compete in an increasingly crowded market. This was something that made even the most seasoned experts pause and reconsider everything they thought they knew about automotive luxury. Within hours of the reveal, social media exploded with reactions, and the phrase Rolls-Royce Killer started trending across automotive forums and news outlets. Now, calling any vehicle a killer of Rolls-Royce is not something the automotive world does lightly. Rolls-Royce has represented the pinnacle of automotive luxury for over a century, setting standards that most manufacturers don't even attempt to reach. So, what exactly is it about the ET9's interior that has earned it this audacious comparison? Let's step inside and discover why this Chinese electric vehicle is rewriting the rulebook on what luxury truly means. The moment you approach the ET9, you notice the doors themselves are an engineering marvel. These aren't ordinary car doors, but rather electronically controlled portals that open with a grace and silence that feels almost theatrical. The soft close mechanism operates with a precision that eliminates any mechanical noise, creating an entrance experience that feels more like stepping into a private jet than a car. Once inside, your eyes are immediately drawn to the sweeping dashboard that seems to float in front of you like a piece of modern art. The integration of screens and physical surfaces is so seamless that it's difficult to tell where technology ends and traditional craftsmanship begins. NIO has employed what they call their second living room philosophy, and it's immediately apparent that this isn't marketing speak. The cabin genuinely feels like a meticulously designed living space rather than a vehicle interior. The color palette is sophisticated and calming, with options that range from warm, earthy tones to cool, contemporary grays and blues. Every surface you touch reveals a level of material quality that rivals, and in some cases surpasses, what you'd find in vehicles costing twice as much. The leather used throughout the cabin is not your standard automotive-grade material. NIO has partnered with suppliers who typically work with high-end fashion houses and furniture manufacturers. The result is leather that feels impossibly soft yet durable, with a grain pattern that looks natural and luxurious. But it's not just about leather, because NIO understands that modern luxury means offering sustainable alternatives. Their vegan leather option, crafted from innovative plant-based materials, delivers the same tactile pleasure without any compromise in quality or aesthetics. The wood trim that accents the dashboard and door panels comes from responsibly sourced forests and undergoes a treatment process that brings out its natural beauty. Unlike some luxury vehicles where wood trim can feel like an afterthought, here it's integral to the design language. The grain patterns are carefully matched across different panels, creating a visual continuity that shows obsessive attention to detail. Now let's talk about the seats, because this is where the ET9 truly begins to separate itself from the competition. The front seats offer 24-way adjustment, which might sound excessive until you actually start customizing your position. Every possible aspect of the seat can be tailored to your body, from the thigh support to the shoulder bolsters to the lumbar adjustment that works in multiple directions. But the rear seats are where NIO has really pushed the boundaries of what's possible. The executive rear seats, available in the 4-seat configuration, are essentially first-class airline seats reimagined for automotive use. They recline to an almost bed-like position, with leg rests that extend and adjust to support your entire lower body. Each rear seat features its own massage function with multiple programs that can target different muscle groups. We're not talking about the basic vibration massage found in many luxury cars, but rather a sophisticated system with airbags and rollers that deliver a genuinely therapeutic experience. The heating and ventilation systems in the seats work so effectively that you can feel the temperature change within seconds of adjustment. During summer months, the ventilated seats pull heat away from your body with impressive efficiency. In winter, the heating elements warm not just the seating surface but penetrate deep enough to provide real comfort without feeling like you're sitting on a heating pad. Above you, the panoramic glass roof stretches from front to back, creating an airy, open feeling that makes the cabin feel even more spacious. But NIO has gone further by incorporating electrochromic technology that allows the glass to transition from clear to opaque at the touch of a button. This means you can enjoy natural light when desired or create a more cocooned, private atmosphere when you prefer. The technology integration in the ET9 deserves special attention because NIO has approached it in a way that feels intuitive rather than overwhelming. The central display screen measures an impressive size, but does not dominate the interior in a way that feels intrusive. It's positioned at the perfect angle for viewing and touch interaction without requiring you to reach or strain. The user interface has been designed with a logic that feels natural, with frequently used functions requiring minimal navigation. Behind the steering wheel, there's a driver-focused display that presents information with crystal clarity. The graphics are rendered in high resolution, and the layout adapts based on your driving mode and preferences. Passenger displays in the rear allow backseat occupants to control their climate settings, entertainment options, and even seat adjustments without needing to ask the driver. Speaking of entertainment, the audio system in the ET9 is nothing short of spectacular. NIO has partnered with a premium audio manufacturer to create a system with over 20 speakers strategically positioned throughout the cabin. The sound staging is so precise that you can close your eyes and pinpoint exactly where each instrument in a symphony is positioned. The system includes headrest speakers in the rear seats, creating a personal sound bubble for rear passengers who want to enjoy their content without disturbing others. Active noise cancellation works continuously to eliminate road noise, wind noise, and tire roar. The result is a cabin that achieves noise levels comparable to luxury sedans costing 2 or 3 times as much. When you're cruising on the highway, the silence inside the ET9 is so profound that you might forget you're moving at all. This acoustic refinement isn't just about blocking noise, but also about creating the right kind of sound. NIO has worked with acoustic engineers to tune the cabin so that when you do hear sounds, whether it's the audio system or someone speaking, they're rendered with perfect clarity. The ambient lighting system in the ET9 offers 64 different colors and multiple zones that can be controlled independently. You can create lighting schemes that match your mood, from energizing blues for morning commutes to relaxing ambers for evening drives. The lights are integrated so cleverly into the architecture of the cabin that you see the effect without seeing the light sources themselves. This creates an almost magical quality where the interior seems to glow from within. Storage solutions throughout the cabin show that NIO understands luxury isn't just about opulence, but also about practicality. There are multiple USB-C ports positioned exactly where you need them, along with wireless charging pads that work efficiently. Cup holders are cooled or heated to keep beverages at the ideal temperature. Docker pockets are lined with soft materials and sized to actually hold items securely without rattling. A refrigerator compartment in the rear center console can keep champagne chilled or maintain any beverages at your preferred temperature. The center console itself is a masterpiece of design, offering both storage and functionality while maintaining clean, uncluttered aesthetics. Now, let's discuss the technological innovations that truly set the ET9 apart and fuel those Rolls-Royce Killer claims. NIO has incorporated their latest autonomous driving hardware with sensors and cameras integrated so seamlessly that they don't disrupt the exterior design. From inside, you benefit from advanced driver assistance features that work so smoothly they feel like a natural extension of your own awareness. The vehicle can handle highway driving with minimal input, maintaining lane position and speed while adapting to traffic conditions. But what's remarkable is how the system communicates with you through subtle visual and haptic cues, rather than alarming beeps and flashes. This creates a partnership between driver and vehicle that feels collaborative rather than intrusive. The ET9 also features NIO's innovative battery swap technology, which means you're never tethered to a charging station for extended periods. Drive into a NIO power swap station, and in under 5 minutes, your depleted battery is exchanged for a fully charged one. This infrastructure advantage transforms the electric vehicle ownership experience, eliminating range anxiety in a way that fast charging alone cannot. Inside the vehicle, you can monitor battery status, plan routes that include swap stations, and even reserve your swap time in advance. The climate control system in the ET9 operates with a sophistication that goes beyond simple temperature adjustment. Individual zones allow each passenger to set their preferred temperature without compromising others' comfort. The system uses air quality sensors to monitor cabin atmosphere and can activate filtration systems that remove particulates and allergens. During hot days, the system can precondition the cabin before you enter, using the vehicle's connectivity to know when you're approaching. This means stepping into a perfectly comfortable environment rather than a sweltering cabin. The attention to detail extends to features you might not even notice immediately but contribute to the overall sense of refinement. The way the windows rise and fall with perfect consistency and minimal noise. How the sun visors are damped to move smoothly rather than flop around. The precisely weighted feel of every switch and control, giving feedback that feels substantial and premium. Even the way the seatbelts extend and retract has been engineered to feel effortless and smooth. These might seem like small details, but they accumulate into an overall impression of a vehicle where nothing has been overlooked. So why exactly are critics calling the NIO ET9 a Rolls-Royce Killer? It comes down to several factors that challenge traditional notions of automotive luxury. First, there's the democratization of features that were previously exclusive to ultra-luxury vehicles. The ET9 brings Rolls-Royce levels of comfort, quiet, and technology at a price point that, while still premium, is significantly more accessible. Second, NIO is innovating in ways that even traditional luxury manufacturers are struggling to match. The battery swap technology, the advanced autonomous features, and the seamless integration of electric powertrains represent the future of luxury mobility. Rolls-Royce, for all its heritage and craftsmanship, is playing catch-up in the electric vehicle space. Third, there's the design language that feels fresh and contemporary without chasing trends. The ET9 doesn't try to mimic traditional luxury aesthetics but creates its own visual and tactile vocabulary. This appeals to a new generation of luxury buyers who want something that reflects modern values and sensibilities. The sustainable material options, the technology integration, and the overall design philosophy speak to people who see luxury differently than previous generations. Fourth, the ownership experience extends beyond the vehicle itself. NIO has created an ecosystem of services, from battery swapping to dedicated lounges, that rival the concierge-level service traditionally associated with brands like Rolls-Royce. When you own an ET9, you're not just buying a car but joining a community with privileges and services that enhance the entire ownership journey. Critics who have spent time in both Rolls-Royce vehicles and the ET9 note that while Rolls-Royce still holds advantages in certain areas of traditional craftsmanship, the ET9 matches or exceeds it in technology, innovation, and forward-thinking design. For buyers who prioritize heritage and the prestige of a century-old British luxury brand, Rolls-Royce remains unmatched. But for those who want cutting-edge technology, sustainable luxury, and a glimpse into the future of premium mobility, the ET9 presents a compelling alternative. The interior space of the ET9 is also remarkably generous, with rear legroom that rivals vehicles in segments above. Even tall passengers can stretch out completely in the rear seats without their knees approaching the front seat backs. Headroom is plentiful despite the sleek roofline, thanks to clever packaging made possible by the electric vehicle architecture. The flat floor, uninterrupted by transmission tunnels, creates a sense of openness and makes it easier for passengers to move within the cabin. As we examine every aspect of the ET9's interior, a pattern emerges. This is a vehicle designed by people who understand that true luxury isn't about overwhelming you with features, but about anticipating your needs and exceeding your expectations in subtle, meaningful ways. It's about the quality of materials that improve with use rather than deteriorate. It's about technology that enhances your experience without demanding constant attention. It's about creating a sanctuary from the outside world where you can relax, work, or simply enjoy the journey. The ET9 achieves this balance with a confidence that suggests NIO is not just competing with established luxury brands but charting its own course. So, is the NIO ET9 truly a Rolls-Royce killer? Perhaps that's not quite the right question. The ET9 isn't trying to kill Rolls-Royce, but rather demonstrating that luxury can be redefined for a new era. It shows that a relatively young company from China can compete at the highest levels of automotive luxury. It proves that electric vehicles can deliver not just environmental benefits, but also experiences that match or exceed traditional luxury cars. For potential buyers considering vehicles in this segment, the ET9 demands serious consideration. It offers a combination of innovation, luxury, and value that's difficult to find elsewhere. Whether you're drawn to its technological sophistication, its sustainable approach to luxury, or simply its stunning interior design, the ET9 makes a powerful statement. This is the future of premium mobility, and it's arriving faster than many traditional manufacturers anticipated. The critics, calling it a Rolls-Royce killer, are not being hyperbolic, but rather recognizing a fundamental shift in what defines automotive excellence. As you consider your next luxury vehicle purchase, the NIO ET9 deserves a place on your shortlist, not as an alternative to established brands, but as potentially the new benchmark they'll all be chasing.